What's good? What's good? What's good? What's
happening?
What's the damn deal, man? Cut the music.
Eastside.
Cut the music. Cut the music.
Drake,
What's
Eastside.
good? What
there you
is
Eastside.
good?
Hey, Jim, one time
Drizzy.
for the one time. The church is in the building.
In the mother loving building. God damn, how y'all doing today, bro? Let me put my headphones on.
Boy, Jim got that
we
50
got-
cent wave cap on.
What
man.
if I
I know,
say Jimmy
right?
with the do-rag?
Jimmy got that.
We got
Jimmy
Krystian
Tuck, man.
iced out.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, the waves on
Hey.
swim, boy.
Hey, bro, I already told y'all my grandmama gave me this chain.
We got Big Daddy E in the building tonight. That's your
Uh-oh.
new nickname. We got Big Debo, and last but not least, Skip Mother Loving Drayless. What's good?
What's up, fellas?
Uncle Glizzy.
Uncle Glizzy in the building, baby. Let's get it.
I wasn't gonna say all that, Dre. I was gonna keep that one, That's why I said what I said. But hey,
It's all right, though.
It's all gravy, bro.
You know
Hey,
it's all love, man.
man, if you are joining us for the first time, we are On The Geaux podcast. We are the one-stop shop for everything sports related, whether you want to talk NBA, NCAA, NFL, cricket, you name it, we're here. But today we have a special guest by the way of Big Debo from My Black Friend, and also by the way of the Radio Show ATL. Shout out M16 and the whole crew. What's good, brother?
What's happening, man? Listen, I'm just trying to make my way through the entire podcast universe, one guest appearance at a time. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Hey, if this is your first time hearing Debo, I just want to let y'all know one thing. He don't hold back, and it's stuck. It's up and it's stuck. That's it.
For the
That's it,
viewers,
bro.
funny.
for the viewers and the listeners, buckle up, hold on tight, because look,
It's going.
it's
M16 told
going
me to behave
down.
myself,
Hey, look.
and so I
disclaimer.
said, "Shut the fuck up, light skin. I'ma do me."
Hey, straight up.
Here we
Hey,
go.
look. Disclaimer. We keep it raw, and unfiltered over here, but don't listen to this one in front of your grandmother. So, I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
about
listen
that
to this
time.
one with the kids either.
It's in front of the
Not
kids
safe for
either,
work.
right?
Get the earphones in, because I'm just,
Right.
Don't let your boss man listen to it, boss lady, nobody at work.
Yeah.
You can let the
Straight
ladies
up.
listen to it. I mean, they can listen to me all day. What's happening, ladies? You know what I mean? Holla at your boy. What's up with you? Know?
Hey, well, look, let's go ahead and get right into it. We got a ton of news to get into. We were going to start with Ja Wick, you understand? But I actually want to start off, hey, real shoot. But I want to start off with the
Orange
news of the day.
3-6.
The news of the day. Derek Carr has agreed to a 4-year contract with the New Orleans Saints. Guys, this is pretty much a whole Saints crew except for, the right side of my screen right now. So, Saints fans, talk to me. How y'all feeling?
No. Go ahead, E.
I'm gonna let
Get it
Debo.
off your chest, E.
I'm gonna let Debo go first because I don't want to get on this high and then have him bring me down to earth. So Debo, go ahead.
Listen, I'm a Falcons fan. I literally called your brother at work today, and like 3 times, because I'm just like trying to understand the mentality and the thought process of Saints fans. So I just want to know, because I'm not gonna shit on nobody's parade. I'm happy we got off Matt Ryan contract. You know how I've been dealing with that shit.
Right.
Is this the nigga you envision that's gonna take you back to the Super Bowl? That's my question. Because when I saw the numbers of 150 over 4 years, 150 million, it ain't the highest contract. It's a workable contract. I understand that. But it's Derek fucking Carr. So, like, is this what you envision, Saints fans? And just be honest with me. Is this what you envision when you say we need to get a quarterback? It's Derek Carr, and we're going to pay this motherfucker 150 million.
All right, Debo. All right. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you can answer this because your team need a quarterback too. With the draft, the free agents, all that going on, would you rather your team go out and sign Derek Carr, who's a 4-time Pro Bowler, put up 4,000 yards plus every season he's been in the league pretty much, correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, or would you want your team to go sign a project quarterback or sign one of these boo-boo trash free agents.
When you say project quarterback, you mean like somebody coming out the draft?
Yes.
I would rather get somebody coming out the draft. Because, and let me explain to you why. As a Falcons fan, right? I am used to a very good quarterback. Matt Ryan is a very good quarterback. I'm not going to sit on here and be like, I did hate Matt Ryan.
Was a very good quarterback.
Sure.
He was a very good quarterback that was receiving money for a great quarterback. And I don't know if I would want to extend that much money tied up in a very good quarterback. Especially being a Saints fan, y'all have been used to a great, terrific, top-tier quarterback for like 15 years. Y'all are spoiled. So you're telling me that you're going to go back from Drew Brees, which we can agree is up here, back down to Jameis Crab Legs Winston, and then like medium right here, you're going to hit Derek Carr. Is that the quarterback that's going to get y'all back to the Super Bowl? That's my question to you. Is he the quarterback that's going to get you back to the Super Bowl?
That's a good question. So to answer your question, is that the quarterback we envision? Yes. Here's why. Because the Saints have told us they don't like drafting quarterbacks.
Okay.
They'd rather go get a guy in free agency and not deal with drafting a quarterback and being stuck with a wild card. Because no matter how much we like all these prospects coming out and the folks that have come out in the past, they're not guaranteed to be good quarterbacks.
True.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was getting at.
You look at the market, right? You got to trade for Rodgers. Ain't no way in hell you paying Daniel Jones $45 million.
No.
Jimmy
and
Garoppolo.
I think he did that just so he could get around $35 million. Because ain't nobody paying him $45 million.
They don't give you $45 million a year. Do your shit. Handle your business. Pay your agent well to do his job. Jimmy Garoppolo, who's been decent, right? But he's all Band-Aid. He's not. I wouldn't even say he's an average quarterback. He's probably on the lower tier of quarterback. We're being honest.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Krystian's on here. He's a 49ers fan. I Krystian, my guy. I have never.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah, I've never heard him rave about Jimmy Garoppolo. So when you look at the options that are out there and what the Saints are used to, Derek Carr made the most sense because that's just what we do. The only quarterback I can think of that the Saints drafted and they were groomed and played for the franchise was damn Archie Manning. Think about it. When have the Saints
before we were born
and like developed them and that was the franchise quarterback? It's never happened. So Derek Carr, unfortunately, I don't like the price tag, but guess what? It's going to be cheaper than a lot of these other deals that are going to be made. Jalen Hurts is due a new contract. Joe Burrow is going to get a new contract. Lamar is going to get franchise tag.
Oh, no. Lamar Jackson coming to the Falcons, my nigga. I don't know what you fucking talking about, bro.
Even if he Atlanta, right?
Keep him up north.
Yeah.
Even if Lamar goes to Atlanta, hit the minimum. And I can go on the record. Lamar's gonna get at least $45 million. At least when he signs a contract. Average.
I say at least 48.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Stop raising the price. We don't need to raise the price. What are you doing?
Rodgers are at 50 a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So price tag, I'm okay with it, right? Because you're not getting the best quarterback in the world, but he's better than what we had.
Thank you.
Argue right now, as of today, he's the best quarterback in the NFC South. There's no debate about it.
I give you that. I feel like he is the best quarterback in the NFC South. I would give you that until Lamar Jackson comes to the Falcons. I give you that.
So
this dude here.
So for and I'm just being honest, right? Like our team still has a really good defense. It's a great defense.
Yes.
On all three levels, you got an elite player at each level. You got Cam Jordan, You got Demario Davis. You got Tyrann Mathieu, Marshawn Lattimore. You got a great defense.
Okay.
You got your quarterback. You got no excuses. Dennis Allen, you got no excuses. You got your quarterback. Your defense was great last year. Go either get Pete Carmichael right, get some weapons, and go on. Like we got no excuse. I mean, I don't know
how much cap space y'all got.
Hey, look, what we not gonna talk about is our cap space. Okay. We know what we're doing with the cap, okay?
So
we know
this is the question I have you, because most of that is wrapped up in your defense,
me.
right? This is my question. This is another. Let me ask this question real quick, because as a Falcons fan, I also know what it's like to hold on to the embers of something that really ain't there no more.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think it's time to blow it up and start over? Because I would willing to bet. I'm willing. I mean, Sean Payton ain't there no more, right? And while your new head coach is good, he ain't Sean Payton. He not. So it's like at some point, every franchise got to face that. We need to blow it up and start over. The Falcons waited too long. If we had let Matt Ryan go in 2019, 2020, when people were inquiring about Matt Ryan, sending them off, we would be in a much better position as a franchise than we are right now. Decided they kept kicking the can down the road, trying to restructure that shitty deal that they signed them to. And he declined. The drop-off was like a fucking cliff, right? Matt Ryan is good, but he dropped off, and it was a very significant drop-off. And I and a lot of Falcons fans seen it coming literally in 2018, 2019, 2020. And they still kicked them, they still kept them, and they bullshitted around, and it cost us in the end. But we've had literally 3 terrible seasons.
Here's why they did it. And here's why I say there's no need to blow it up. And I say this for any NFC South team. Why blow it up when the division's wide open?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because you might fuck around and blow it up, and the division winner might be like 8-9 or 7.
This is true. This is true. But then you still got to play in the playoffs. The playoffs ain't like it used to be. You see what I'm saying?
Let me say this. The NFC, for as bad as we can say the NFC South is, the AFC South is even worse.
And it is.
Right? Yes. Like that. Yes. To Ezra's point, it does not pay to blow it up right now. But I want to get Skip Drayless input on this, because this is a man that, coming off the Big Ben hoorah, right? And now they got Kenny Pickett with some really good weapons and looking like, Jordan Addison is pretty much begging to go to the Steelers. So Dre, let me get your take on this. How do you feel about this move for Derek Carr and the Saints?
It made sense because no team right now wants to pay, a premium for having Aaron Rodgers for maybe a year. If that, you have no assurances he's going to stay. And, they're talking about a first, if not a first and a second. And you have to absorb a lot of that contract. So Derek Carr made the most sense. The division is super weak.
Hey, watch him out. Watch him out.
You gotta say it like that.
Watch him out, bro.
Your division is terrible.
A little light.
No, division is terrible.
I wouldn't say super weak, but it's bad.
Division's terrible.
It's bad right now. We were the best division like 3 years ago, though. We had 3 teams in the playoffs, and it happens like that because now the NFC East is up. So
that's true too.
But Olave is going to be on a rookie deal. It seems like these quarterback deals and these running back deals are revolving around whether or not your elite players are still in their rookie deals, because nobody wants to pay after that rookie contract. This is weird. It's weird for me as a football fan to see a quarterback that in Daniel Jones that just won a road playoff game, the first Giants quarterback did that since Eli, and he's about to get $38-40 million.
That's nasty.
But, 10 years ago,
not in a good way.
That is dumb.
And they gonna pick him over Saquon. I guarantee you, they finna pick him over Saquon.
And I'm gonna say this: it's crazy. It's like 10 years ago, like the whole NFL community would be like, "Oh yeah, man, that's a great sign." Signing Daniel Jones, because at the time running backs were still getting paid premium to, be running to the ground for the 4 or 5 years they're signed. But now you have this weird dynamic in the league. You have this weird dynamic in the league where, nobody wants to pay anybody if you're not super elite off that rookie deal. And we're in a weird place right now. So, for the Saints, Olave's still in the contract. Marshawn Lattimore is pretty sold up. Tyrann Mathieu sold up for the time being. So, you have a solid defense. Maybe Derek Carr has better abilities than both Andy Dalton and Jameis. Now maybe the playbook opens up a lot more. We see more, especially if they, draft a Josh Downs, a Zay Flowers, who might be there. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But I think it's a smart move because, and let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers was not coming to the Saints. I've been reading hot takes all day before the news broke, and I was just no.
and as a Saints fan, and I'm sure Ethan will agree, we didn't want his ass, so it's all good.
Yeah. So
be fair, I'm not Aaron Rodgers, but I'm not a fan of trade and pay for, which is why
exactly.
I'm okay with Derek Carr because he white, but he a real ass nigga. Here's why.
And that's why he perfect for New Orleans.
Listen, I seen on Twitter today that his birthday is March 28th. And every Saints person on Twitter is his birthday 3/28. He's the right motherfucker. I said, fuck all you weak ass bitch. All right. I don't want to hear that shit.
So I'll say that I'll add in one thing, one other positive, and then one other negative. Derek Carr sucks ass in cold weather. Saints are in a dome. That's a plus. On the flip side of that, Derek Carr's decision making in critical moments, they lacking. He's the type of quarterback where you have to have weapons. You have to have that. You have to have that Jahmyr Gibbs possibly. You have to have that so he can check that joker down. You have to have a solid tight end. Jawan Jennings and Troutman ain't gonna cut it. Schultz is looking to be a free agent. Maybe you go after Schultz. Maybe you go after Gesicki.
With what money though?
Hey, I want to get Ezra. I want to get Ezra in on this.
The cap is. I keep trying to tell y'all.
The cap is imaginary.
Here's why.
Yes.
Hear me out. Okay. So, do we know the date that the world is gonna end? Like, do we know when the world's gonna end?
Nah, it's supposed to. It was supposed to end in like 20.
It's supposed to end in like
2012.
1999,
Y2K. Y2K.
2020. Yeah.
So we talk about kicking this can down the road, but the road doesn't end. We don't know when. The NFL's not going to sit there one day and say, you know what, Saints? Y'all can't be over the cap anymore and push these contracts and dead money for years and years and years to come. So guess what they're going to keep doing? And let's be real. Anybody that signs with the Saints, I'm pretty sure they have this conversation. Hey, look, you signing with us. We're going to structure your contract like this, and we're going to come to you in about 2 years and do this with the contract. So just as a heads up, it happens every
sidebar.
year.
Sidebar.
Yes.
It's so funny that you say that because Louisiana is amongst one of the poorest states in the country.
So
and here we are, have a professional football team buying players on layaway. Like
layaway,
no sense, bro.
Thank you, bro. This shit is a layaway shit. I'm trying to understand how y'all niggas still get niggas, bro. It don't make no sense.
This Saints rent to own a quarterback.
I'm gonna say this. I seen somebody on Twitter today said, "Man, Mickey Loomis, y'all better stop messing with Mickey Loomis. He do the devil taxes."
think about it though. Cam Jordan is a great example. Cam Jordan got his extension, I want to say 2 years ago. He's already restructured it twice.
That's fucking crazy.
Damn, bro.
Michael Thomas signed his extension 3 years ago. He's already
restructured. Yep.
I'm telling you.
I'm trying to understand how the fuck y'all keep getting fucked. So one of them niggas gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Hey, Mike Thomas, like, as long as y'all keep restructuring my deal, I'm not playing.
No, what?
The year to retire, the Saints had $40 million in dead cap money the next year. We were paying Breeze $40 million, and he was at home. So this now don't get me wrong, that ain't the way I'm gonna operate business. But we basically taking out a bunch of loans, and we're just defaulting on the loans.
Yeah, the United States government, the government, government.
Hey, whatever gets us players, it happens. Because I wish you could do that on Madden. Because if you play with the Saints on franchise on Madden, you in the negative cap, and you gotta start cutting people to get your cap over into the positive.
The Rams were trying to do the same shit, and now they cutting everybody because the folks that they signed are now saying, "You want to cut my salary and give me a bonus? Hell no! Oh, well, we gotta cut them.
Don't be like the Saints.
It's all right. We got money to come get him.
Everybody got money to go get him.
Allen Robinson, Leonard Floyd, and there's another guy that the Rams might be cutting because they don't want to restructure their deals.
Speaking of Allen Robinson, I seen a thing today talking about maybe the Saints should look at
stop.
Go and get him. I said I've seen that.
He shut that shit down immediately.
Hey, bro, they got an APB out for Allen Robinson, bro. Don't worry about it.
I said I've seen that. I didn't say I wanted it to happen. While I agree with you.
Man, I drafted that nigga in like the 6th round, bro.
I don't agree with it. So
hey. Did it hurt, Dre? Pain everywhere.
Pain everywhere.
Pain everywhere.
So look,
but to
go ahead, T.
But to go back on the Derek Carr, we got our quarterback.
There you go.
So
so
Krystian, Dre, Jimmy,
this year.
Y'all, if y'all got Derek Carr in any of our football and in our fantasy leagues, send them to me.
We got Brock Purdy, son.
Send them to me in our fantasy leagues so I can have my quarterback. That's number one. Number two, we're gonna be nasty. Every time I see Derek Carr to the Saints today, I got happy. I'm like, shit, let's start the season.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
Hey, T, you better knock on some mahogany, boy.
Hey, let's keep it real. Derek Carr to the Saints was a notable offense. Let's just keep it real.
It was.
Just to prove my point before we get off of this. Anybody want to guess Derek Carr's cap number for this year? Total
$7 million.
Anybody else want to guess?
To be honest, Google that shit already.
I'm gonna say it's like $5 million, if that.
It's 7.
His number this year, bonus and everything, is $7.5 million.
Look at this shit.
Jeez, that's not
God.
bad.
Look at God.
That boy backloaded that thing.
The man said he will take whatever.
In 3 years, that motherfucking contract gonna be $62 million. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be screaming.
His cap in 2026 is $55 million.
So hear me out. If y'all don't win a Super Bowl with him, is it a failure at that point? Because I feel like this is a move for win now. This is
it is.
Okay,
he said
we're
that.
a win. This is what you're telling me. That move to me, and I told this to your brother. This is we're ready to win a Super Bowl right now move.
Yeah.
Because we're a quarterback away.
Yes.
Do you think that you're one Derek Carr away from winning the Super Bowl?
If you put Derek Carr,
it's a yes or no. No, it's a yes or
yes
no.
Or no.
Yes or no.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
That's it.
Right now,
who
else?
That's it.
Who else is it gonna be?
That's it, bro.
It's Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, but I could go on.
No, the niggas
they're
not getting them. We talk about quarterbers that they can
We talk about quarterbacks that we can get right now that we can
draft
today.
Anybody in the draft? I feel like, to me,
but who you gonna get it
to risk a young quarterback from the draft that we can build up in my own image. But I mean, if you feel, because I'm in rebuild mode, so it's different. I know that we're in rebuild mode.
You also have your first round pick.
Then a quarterback is the way to go.
We got a first round pick.
You also have your first round pick, bro.
We got a couple. We got first round. We got a lot of second rounds, but don't worry because we finna trade them bitches off to Baltimore. We finna get us Lamar Jackson, and then you go have the second best quarterback in the NFC South.
Boy, stop it!
Y'all gonna shit a brick. Call me back. Hey, got me back on the show when Lamar stepped down in Atlanta, nigga. Because I'm gonna be at the airport wishing them well.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this.
Stop it.
Dude. it would make no sense for y'all to give up y'all draft capital for a quarterback. Lamar Jackson can't play defense.
I want him.
Exactly.
Okay,
All
right.
Hey, exactly
Hey,
why I
look,
said
look.
I want him.
Hey, look. So, I'm going to be excited as hell when Lamar drops back. He looks to the left. Tajay Sharp's not open. He looks to the right. Kyle Pitts out of bounds. And he just cuts that bitch up there to Drake London.
And he's going to catch that bitch. You feel me, though?
And the score's going to be, they're going to score 7, and the score going to be 50-7. Because y'all defense is trash.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
The defense is trash. I ain't going to lie to you. The defense is trash. But we're going to address that. I don't think that we're going to give up multiple. Personally, honestly, I don't think that he really truly wants the $250 million. I think he's just saying that to Baltimore because they done shitted on him. I would make the price. Yesterday's price ain't today's price for this old team. This new team, I feel like maybe they might be able to kick the can down. We might do some Derek Carr shit, backload some shit, pay him $50 million in 6, 7 years, 4, 5 years. I'm with it.
If Lamar Jackson,
Saints guy, so he might.
If Lamar Jackson want his money, he need an agent, and I have the perfect agent. Yeah, guy out in Memphis. Y'all might know who I'm talking about, Ja Morant. If he hired Ja Morant, I promise you he can get all his money on time. On time.
Hey, John, nice to meet you. John, what's the good for?
Bro. Hey, look, bro. Ja Morant got that cop energy.
Hey.
Why you got your gun? Why you got your hand on your gun?
NBA young job.
Has anybody checked if Ja Morant didn't get tackled by Vontaze Burfict?
That's so funny. But you know what's even funnier? That actually brings us to our next topic, bro. Let's go ahead and get into this Ja Morant situation, dog.
But we can edit this out. Did you want to talk about the combine and then go to Ja Morant, or?
Oh, we can stay on the combine. I don't care. Y'all want to go on the combine?
Yeah, because we can talk about some of these winners and losers from the combine.
Cool.
All right.
Yo, look.
Me first.
All right. So look, let's go ahead and get into the combine. We're gonna go ahead and get into the combine right here. And again, if you just joined us, we do have Skip Drayless in the building, and also Big Debo from the My Black Friend podcast, also along with the Radio Show ATL. Thank you for having us, man. We always on y'all's podcast, so it's definitely y'all more than welcome to come back. So let's go ahead and get into the NFL Combine. A lot of people made money. A lot of people didn't. Kayshon Boutte. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to Skip Drayless. Dre, what was your takeaway from this combine?
My takeaway is you don't have to necessarily be like the traditional, QB size. I think Bryce Young surprised a lot of people. I didn't know he was 204. I thought he was like 189.
He was wearing Hokas at the press conference.
That boy put on that weight.
He was like 6 inches off the ground.
To be fair though, when they weigh you damn near butt naked. So let's come on.
No, I'm talking about his height though. He had on some fucking Hokas.
That nigga was 5. That nigga is 5'10", and Alabama been saying he been 6 foot for 2 years, and that's a lie.
Right.
Like
he was 6'1" at that podium with them Hokas on.
Hey, in high school I was like 6 foot. I wrote down on the thing that I was 6'2" on the official roster. So every football roster do that. That ain't just Alabama with Bryce Young. That shit, that's everywhere. So that ain't even a debate or argument. Yeah. So don't be trusting what you see online with them height and weights, because I promise you, them boys ain't really that. Except for the offensive. Nobody is that.
Nick Saban gonna run players to the ground, but he's gonna hook you up with that NFL.
Except for the kicker. The kicker is probably the only one. If you see it say the kicker is 6 foot 205, the kicker probably 6 foot 205. Because you don't need to boost the kicker height and weight for nothing. The punter, you got to boost his height because that make that look good. And the rest of the players, everybody need to boost their height and weight. So that's all I'm saying. Don't trust that. I promise you. It's skewed for sure.
But yeah, Bryce Young surprised me. Going back to what you were saying, Jimmy, Kayshon Boutte was, I don't know if he had one too many hand grenades or what, but
was he Boutte?
Wow.
Yes.
He was
let's get on it. The man, and I ain't saying this because I'm hating. Dog, the man had a 29-inch vert. Come on, bro.
Look,
Dude, I mean,
come on, bro.
And that don't matter. You watch the catching drills, he snagged everything. He ain't dropped nothing.
That's true. Let him fall. Let him
Bruh.
fall in Carolina. Y'all gonna find out.
Let's fall let him go ahead. Let him
the receiver, the top receiver in the vert at the combine. He had a 41-inch vert. Come on, bro. 29 for a receiver. No, Bryce Ford Wheaton from West Virginia.
Who is that?
It don't matter who it is. He had a significant higher vert than Keyshawn Butte, who was supposed to be a top-notch receiver. Come on, bro.
Man, who looks at vert and goes, you know what? That's a top 10 pick right there.
So vert don't matter. So you gonna throw the ball up to him? Hold on, bro.
Okay. I would love to know what Amon-Ra St. Brown's vertical was at the combine, because he's one of the best receivers in the league, and I know he can't jump like that.
Ezra, at this time, I'm giving you, a guilt-free card to take that back. This is not. I know you've been correct over the last week and a half, but this is not a top 10 pick.
Wait, what? I didn't say nothing about a top 10 pick. I said nobody looks at a good vertical and go, you know what? I'm gonna take that guy top 10 because he had a great vertical.
Okay, all right. I was about to say, because I heard that's a top 10 pick. That's all I heard.
Nobody looks at a vertical and goes, you know what? Top 10 pick right there.
All right, so he had a 29-inch vert. He also ran a 4.5. So I'm okay. 4.5, that's pretty good. I mean, we want to go to bench. He's not even on the bench. So he had less than 13 reps on the bench because he's not on the.
Hey, bro, you don't need to move him out and catch a ball, bro.
Yeesh. You don't, but I mean, you need to
Time out. Time the hell out. Why are we letting Tyler talk about an LSU player right now? Stop this shit right now. Let's just stop this right now.
I said no hate.
But man, let's go to somebody that understand LSU football. Ezra, can you hop in, please?
He didn't do anything to help himself, though, at the combine.
Hold on, Tyler. Hold on. I got to mute Tyler real quick.
But am I wrong, though?
Yeah, Tyler getting muted. Fuck all that. Oh, no. Tyler getting muted out here. We cannot let Tyler talk like that about LSU players,
I just want y'all LSU fans to answer this question. Based off his combine results, what did he do to help himself? He had a trash season. He didn't do jack squat at the combine. So what did he do to help himself or his draft capital? Absolutely nothing.
You're right.
So he better have an A1 pro day if he's trying to get drafted at least in the between the third and fifth rounds. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, look, I don't want to cut you off, E. But for his pro day, who he gonna have throw the ball to him?
Oh shit, that's a
you know what I'm saying? Like,
they just might to get an early,
nigga might call Joe Burrow. Joe, you gonna be in town for July 15th? Like,
right. That's a good question. For me, it's simple. The winner of the combine, and I tried to tell y'all a few episodes ago, y'all was trying to tell me.
All right, y'all, I'm out.
Anthony Richardson ain't no way, bro. No. That man just made him a top 5 pick. Some team saw what Anthony Richardson did this weekend and said, "Man, we got to trade up and go get this guy."
Man, I've been seeing that tape all fucking day. And as a Tennessee fan, I don't understand it. I mean, he did do well. He did way better than people thought he was going to
expected. Yes,
I can understand that shit. And he's a freak of nature. That motherfucker's a monster. I get it. He's faster than I thought he was. His vert was better. He's stronger than I thought he was. He has definitely put in some work since the end of their season. At the same time, I do not know if people are they're buying it. I guess we got to see on his pro day. If he just because that one ball he threw to that receiver was fantastical. But I don't know if that nigga gonna do that shit every time
Under
bro.
pressure.
Yeah,
I'll say this.
I mean,
I still don't fuck with Tennessee over the way they did VY, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, Anthony Richardson.
Anthony,
He definitely helped himself.
He definitely is a winner.
helped
He's definitely the winner. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's definitely the winner of the combine.
team is going to trade up for him, and I mean, literally, like think about it. He's basically Cam Newton.
He is faster. He a faster Cam Newton.
Profile, minus the Heisman and the really good stats. He's Cam Newton.
minus 245.
Minus the ability, he's a good Cam Newton. But so what you're telling me is he's Josh Allen is what you're telling me.
Bruh. Yeah, he's literally Josh Allen. I mean
Josh Allen was a project coming out and it worked out. So
did he do? Wait, did he do? What does he want?
He hasn't but
nothing. He ain't won shit.
He got more playoff wins than your Falcons.
2 years old. What are you saying? They're 2 years old. And as a matter of fact, I tell you this, my Falcons have been to the Super Bowl twice. Josh Allen, they can't even make one. So,
And they also have 2 L's in the Super Bowl, my friend.
But we made it, sir. We're NFC champs 2 times over. Thank you very much. More than the Saints. Thank you.
Look, man. Look, you strike me as the type of guy that relive the glory days, bro.
These niggas. See, this is the problem. You
Jamal Anderson was doing the Dirty Bird in that Super Bowl. What the score like 28-7?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. These the type of niggas. You gotta understand Saints niggas, right? These the type of niggas that's gonna always bring old shit up. So you just learn to live in the old shit when you talking to them. However,
that's not true.
Okay, so let's bring up the new stuff. What new stuff do y'all have that y'all can say?
65 million in cap space. That's the new shit. That's the new shit, baby. We got money, honey. We got the money.
Who want to come play for y'all? That's the thing.
Yeah. Hey, look, when they give up all their draft capital to get Lamar Jackson, he's gonna look beautiful throwing to Alan Lazard, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts.
No, bro. We go listen. Our running backs are solid. Our offensive line is decent to good. We might pick up. Listen, I don't think we're gonna give up every draft pick in this draft. I don't even think we're gonna be giving up. I don't even think we're giving up anything in this draft. Honestly, would I love to see him come to Atlanta? Absolutely, because that's a quarterback. That's a franchise quarterback. I feel you. But even if we don't, I'm okay with either making a trade with somebody else because people keep linking us to Chicago, talking about we might get Justin Fields. I'm with it.
Not happening.
I'm with it because they got the number 1 pick. I'm with it. However, I don't know. I know we need defense, but we got draft. We got money. We're gonna get some defensive people.
Hey, guess what? Y'all about to give one of them trash contracts to Carson Wentz to come be our starter. So yeah, there you go.
No, we not finna get none of that shit. Yeah, you tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all listen.
I'll say this
when it's announced, and if it's a reasonable deal, oh my god. If Lamar Jackson comes and it's a reasonable deal, oh my god.
Yeah,
we talking about the Falcons again.
Yeah, I don't know. I tell y'all somebody else who impressed me a lot, and this was me and Ezra's potential gym. We were hoping and praying, to no avail that this cat would remain under the radar. Like Jalen Hyatt, man.
To be fair, Jimmy been on Jalen Hyatt since.
Yeah, I gotta get
Yeah,
he is.
Jimmy got a boner.
I've been telling y'all, bro.
So that's Jimmy. He loves.
Yeah, listen, I'm a Vols fan. I watched Jalen Hyatt for 2 years. Even last year, he didn't get a lot of balls thrown to him because Cedric Tillman was just crazy off the Richters last year. But I knew he was a sleeping giant just because of the practices in Vol Day in the orange and white game. He's been a beast. And it just took them to this year to use him right. That kid is fast. That kid got some great hands. And he got a nice vert. That boy can go. And any team that get him, I don't think he's gonna last to no 3rd round. I'm saying he's gonna be going in the 2nd round. I won't be surprised if he go in the end of the 1st. but that kid really is special. I'm saying he's good.
I gotta
I
give
would say
credit because they know their players and how they're gonna do at the next level. Like if you know some Tennessee fans and you talk about like the guy that your team just drafted, they gonna give you the rundown if they're good or not. Like real shit. Like I remember talking to a bunch of UT fans when we drafted Kamara, and they were like, "Bro, Kamara's so good. I don't know why we didn't use him more. Like y'all are gonna love him." Da 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 da. Great. We got Alante Taylor last year. They're like, man, he blows some coverages sometimes, but he's super athletic. He was our captain. He's really good. Tennessee people know their players. So with that being said, if you had to rank Hyatt compared to the other receivers in this class, where would you have him? And number two, how far off or how far behind is Cedric Tillman to him? Because I think they're both good, but they're both good at different things.
So I think Cedric Tillman is equally as good as Jalen Hyatt. It's just in a different way. I think what hurt him this year is he got hurt. If he wasn't dealing with injury this year, it would have been Cedric Tillman and Jalen Hyatt. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, we went on the national championship and Cedric Tillman was at 100%. I'm just being honest with you. But just being for real, Cedric Tillman is really good. He's a big body. He has some speed on him too. And to me, Cedric Tillman reminds me of Julio Jones in college. That's what Cedric Tillman reminds me of. He can break away. He isn't as fast, pure speed as Jalen Hyatt is, but Cedric Tillman is really good. I think what's going to hurt him in this draft is his lack of production and really playing time this year. But whoever snatches up Cedric Tillman is going to have a really solid receiver too. I personally have liked Jalen Hyatt more because I like speedy receivers. I mean, you need to have those big bodies that can go up and grab it and possession receivers, but you got to have somebody that can blow the doors off somebody and get out there in the open field. You got to have the vertical threat, and that's what Jalen Hyatt is. And any team that get him, I really hope he falls. If he comes to the Falcons, but y'all motherfuckers go meet him. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god. Because see, the problem is, and this is what crazy. It's the disrespect because this kid won the Biletnikoff Award. He won the best receiver in college football this year. No one is talking about him on their draft board. No one is saying anything about him because they think he's too small. They think he's too light. It's really some Bryce Young type shit. And I don't think that's going to be a problem for him. I really don't.
6 foot 176.
Devontae be smaller than that. Devontae Smith don't weigh a lot either. So I mean,
no. And look what happened. So I think Jalen Hyatt is. I think he's gonna be like Debo said. I don't think he lasts to the third round. Between late first and second, somebody gonna pick him up, and they gonna get a stud because he got his money from the Alabama game, no questions asked. Then he turned it up a notch against 2 or 3 games later. But he really solidified himself for the Alabama game. And he torched them boys. And the LSU game.
I think his 40 was like
not the Alabama game. Not the Alabama game, LSU game. That's what I'm talking about. LSU game.
Oh yeah, he made his money for both of those. But Dre, anybody else
4-4.
that you liked or you were impressed by?
I was impressed by, of course, Bijan Robinson. I mean, if Bijan was just like 10 years, I feel like he's 10 years too late, man, to be, because he would definitely go first overall 10 years ago, no question. I just feel like, man, like after his, 4th year, they're gonna be like, hey, man, thanks for the 3 All-Pros, but we're gonna climb that 5th-year option, and this is gonna be like, if you're a running back right now and you're not CMC, you're not otherworldly type running back pass catcher, it's just like very hard for me to get excited for any prospects. With that being said, I mean, it's great for fantasy purposes, but in terms of like football and the fandom of your team, it's like this kid's gonna be good for like 4 years, and then it's gonna hit that running back wall, and we all gonna be sad about that.
No, that's a great take. I agree with you. It's crazy.
Like
the how running backs are done nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna add this. Somebody was saying like, look at the production. Looking at the production of JT Jonathan Taylor, and if you look at the production he had at Wisconsin and the first 2 years at the Colts, he's literally have had a lifetime and a half of the average NFL running back from 2018 to now on his body. And JT is 26. So it's just like he's not even that. He's like 24.
Yeah, JT might be 24, I believe.
Wow. And he's already, been running to the ground in Wisconsin. Now he's getting run into the ground. And so, it's hard for me to look at the 40 times, the squats, the vertical jumps for any running backs, because I know it's just like, we'll be mourning you hitting that wall, in 3 years 4 years when they decline your 5th-year option. It's on to the next batch of running backs who, be great, phenomenal for the first 3 years and hit that wall.
Man, goddamn. So, hey, I know we talking about the draft, and I get that, but y'all brought up running backs, so I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up. The Tennessee Titans are shopping around King Henry.
Just
I know.
Yeah,
and I want to go to Krystian right here, and the reason why I want to go to Krystian is because for some reason every season the 49ers running backs are depleted. Every season, like I think they worse than the Seahawks.
Yeah, we having another depleted with our quarterbacks right now.
Right now, exactly. So, Chris, let me ask you this: would you be interested? Because I mean, Elijah Mitchell is really good, and you could probably put him in a package.
Shout out Elijah Mitchell, that guy from the crib.
And I wouldn't want to do this because he don't, he from the home team. You dig? But Chris,
that dude suck.
Dre, get out of here, bro. Nah, but Chris, let me ask you this, Chris. Would you consider going after King Henry and bringing him in order to help McCaffrey?
That's a bad backfield right there. If
we can get
I wouldn't want to play against them niggas. You got Lightning and Mack Truck coming at you. Oh no. You can get run over by Derrick Henry one play and then get juked out your shoes by Christian McCaffrey the next play.
Crazy.
But it's a possibility. What you think, Chris?
It is.
It's a possibility, but in the grand scheme of things, it sounds good. It might seem like it might look good or whatever, but you have Christian McCaffrey and Derrick Henry on the same team. Who would be willing to give up that RB1 position,
Christian McCaffrey, because he can go out to the split. He can run different, bro. You could put that mug in space, take pressure off of Debo, bro. That would be a sick offense.
Now you say that, but would that be the actuality? Because I can't see Matt giving up his RB1 position, although it's Derrick Henry, But
I mean, Derrick Henry will get injured, so he'd be like running back 1.5.
They don't strike nobody as weird that they shopping him. Why are they shopping this?
He all they got. That's why
they rebuild mode, bro.
They in rebuild mode too, huh? Everybody rebuild.
I think it's weird to us, but I think they're just trying to get ahead of it. They're trying to get something for him before he just goes to basically Brandon Jacobs. They're trying to get something for him before he turns into Brandon Jacobs, and he just can't do nothing.
Well, they got his backup playing quarterback, his replacement playing quarterback, so
Also, do you want to keep constantly playing this game of investing in the running back who's gonna at some point become injured?
Do you really want to have two running backs making over $10 million a season?
C-Mac is injury prone too now, because I was up in the Lions
that's a stack. To keep it stacked, C-Mac is injury prone too.
A lot.
Bro. So they're gonna have an all bad name running back room. Okay.
But the Niners have showed you that it don't matter who playing running back for them. Whoever playing running back for them gonna eat.
That's not fair. That's not fair because Wilson and Mostert both was getting hurt after they left the 49ers.
Well, what I'm saying,
but they ate while they was there.
When they get the chance in the system, to get the touches, and they got that opportunity. Who was running to pick up Jeff Wilson on waivers last year when Elijah Mitchell got hurt? Because he was putting up numbers. Raheem Mostert, before he became all Band-Aid, he was putting up numbers in that offense. Kyle Shanahan,
he was RB1.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Kyle Shanahan could put anybody in that scheme running back, and they're going to put up numbers. Now, they're not going to be Christian McCaffrey. Let's be real. Christian McCaffrey is Christian McCaffrey. But there's no point to go get Derrick Henry and have Christian McCaffrey. Like,
To be honest, I absolutely agree.
They need a quarterback. I mean, their quarterback might be on the roster. We don't know. I mean, is it Brock Purdy? Is it Trey Lance? Is it Tom Brady coming back after 5 months? We don't know.
Don't say his name.
I'm just saying.
So with that being said, what team out there do y'all think would or will take a chance on Derrick Henry?
Miami, I'm picking up the phone.
Miami?
If I'm Miami, I'm picking up the phone because we just talked about the 49ers scheme. Mike McDaniel, all the Miami needs is a running back. Like, I mean, they got receivers. Quarterback is they might need to figure that out.
He good.
They need a quarterback. They need a quarterback.
They had Mostert and
who is gonna die on the field if they don't get a quarterback? I promise you.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's the biggest concern is replace a quarterback. That's what if I'm Miami. I mean, it sounds good, but give me a quarterback because Tua y'all got to protect him from himself. That boy, that shit gonna be bad if he get put down on the field, bro. The NFL ain't gonna survive that shit.
Yeah, you're right. Like,
that'll be terrible.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We were looking at that game all, and I think I was ahead of everybody, and they were like, "Dre, what happened?" I'm like, "Bruh, Tua is like, he hurt. He hurt bad. He hurt.
Imagine
he up east side, bro.
Remember the Buffalo and Cincinnati game when old boy got hurt and how the shit the whole world stopped.
Right, yeah.
If Tua gets hurt like badly on that field again, it's gonna be worse. NFL ain't gonna be able to recover from this shit. I'm trying to tell you, that boy got to be stopped. So yeah, while going out getting Derrick Henry might be good, no, I wouldn't risk it. Go get me a quarterback.
And that's the thing. When although it's Derrick Henry, and when he's in his mode, we know what he can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to what we were just saying and talking about, he's injury prone. How much are you willing to invest in Derrick Henry at this stage in his career right now? That's
what I'm saying. I think Tennessee should get ahead of it before. And I hate to bring this up, Debo, but we've talked about it before.
Yeah, I know.
They were a year or two late. They were a year or 2 years late getting rid of Julio Jones.
They were and Matt Ryan. I agree. I hated it. My inner fan wouldn't allow it, but you were right. I have to give you your props. You were right. I was on your show back into 2019, and you told me that we need to get rid of him. I was like, nah, that's my love. Nah, bro.
But so let me ask y'all this. What about a team taking a chance on him but pairing him with another good back, kind of like Dallas got with Zeke and Pollard? What about a 1-2 combination to take the load off of him? Because the dude getting a lot of carries in Tennessee. And he was the only back in Tennessee.
I don't want any part of Derrick Henry, and let me explain why. This year's draft and next year's draft has so much running back talent. It's like you can double dip. You can get, if you really need a running back, you can get Bijan Robinson in the first round, and in the third round get Tyjae Spear. Boom, 1-2 punch. Like, I'm not taking a chance on any old king. I'm sorry. That's just the way the running back.
Yeah. At his point, unless you are like a super duper contender, like there's no need for you to go after Derrick Henry. I think each team that played in the Super Bowl though should probably look into Derrick Henry.
I got a perfect team for you.
The Bills.
Thank you. The Bills need to go get Derrick Henry. Because
read your mind.
if Josh Allen is it, listen, I'm of the
Look at this
thought process
bromance
that Josh
going
Allen
on
is
right here.
overrated.
God damn it!
Wait, I'm not gonna go there. I'm of the thought process that Josh Allen is overrated, but I do think he's very good, and I do think that he has too much of the responsibility of running the ball. If they got Derrick Henry back there, paired with the other two bullshit backs they got, that's a great running attack. And then you got
hold on. James Cook ain't bullshit now. Hold on. hold on. Hold on now.
James Cook train.
Listen.
Let James
let's be honest. The rushing game in Buffalo is Josh Allen. Right?
Yes,
Can we agree that?
Yes.
If you put Derrick Henry up there with Josh Allen, that might be what put them over the edge. I still think he's gonna fumble it, but you never know.
I think Philly too, though, with
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. He running the ball a lot. Man, you could really help him out and make that contract worth his while when you extend them.
You was right though. Both teams in the Super Bowl could use him.
Absolutely.
Not just to both teams on Kansas City. I just saw that they don't have plans of moving forward with CEH.
Yeah, and I mean
they got
Pacheco's been good, but
Pacheco balled out.
Boy, Pacheco run hard, boy.
I mean, Derrick Henry at this stage of his career is better than Pacheco. And then, like you said, CEH, they don't know what the hell's going on with that. Jerick McKinnon's 30-something years old, so it makes sense. I just don't know. How much are you going to give up? Like, what is the most you could give for Derrick Henry? Maybe a second-round pick?
Yeah. Like to what Debo said, he would have to be paired with on a team where it's multiple weapons for lack of a better term, right? Yeah. Like you just said, with Josh Allen as QB, you got Stephon Diggs on one end. What's my guy? Davis. Davis. You can pair him on a team like that. It'll definitely take off the load of him having to run so much, and that'll be able to open the field a bit more, And
I won't shit on Josh Allen so much. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Maybe.
And it'll take the load off Josh Allen having to run too much too. Because he obviously runs way too much for a quarterback.
I got one more team. I got one more team to throw out there for King Henry. And I'm gonna throw this team out there. Y'all might think I'm crazy. What about the Ravens getting
next subject? Next subject.
And that'll take the pressure off of Lamar running too.
Dude, why would they get King Henry when you have J.K. Dobbins fully healthy? Like,
yeah, but Dobbins ain't better than Derrick Henry. Let's be real. Like,
Derrick Henry ain't gonna put you over the edge if you're not. If you're not the Bills, the Chiefs, or the Eagles.
Let me just say.
The only thing I'm seeing with that, if they do happen to re-sign Lamar want that full contract.
That's not even the problem. The problem is what's going to happen when both your starting running back and your starting quarterback both in street clothes.
Hey man, don't be talking about my future QB like that, man. Listen, he gonna be all right, man.
Now you're gonna have the number 1 and the number 2 leading rusher in the NFL.
Oh my God, this nigga making sense, but it's not right.
Hey, you know what, Jim? Touche, my boy. Because you're right.
Because that was
about that. If you throw that, if you think about it like that, you're right.
That's a dangerous conversation right there.
It is.
Not a dangerous combination. That's a dangerous conversation. Like, for real.
This nigga got no chill, bro.
God, bro. Hey, I mean, not just the fact that we're on anything related to danger. One person that doesn't run from danger but actually runs to it is Ja Morant, aka Ja Wick. I want to get into this, man, because this dude is suburbanized and he won't be from the hood.
Hey, bro.
All right, bro.
Memphis, too, baby. That's what Memphis, baby. Orange Mound, baby. Stand up, man. Keep it up for you, baby. Ja embrace it, man. You know, they say when you go to a town and you become the star player, you got to embrace the culture and become one with it. He just becoming one.
I tell you what.
Hell no.
I tell you
This
what.
nigga went to the hardest side of town and said, "Y'all my niggas now. Come with me."
Bruh.
And that's
Hey.
what that nigga did, bro.
Hey,
That's
Derrick
right
Rose
there.
from Chicago, and I ain't never seen him acting all wild and out when he was in Chicago.
Exactly.
All right, clearly I was trolling, but yeah,
No,
I think to Debo, he did go to Orange Mountain and say, "Hey, y'all with me now."
You on my crew.
Hey, look, if the Memphis Grizzlies, if I'm the ownership of the Memphis Grizzlies, as much as it would pain me to do this, if I have any amount of love or care or affection for Ja Morant, I'm trading his black ass to either Utah or the Indiana. He got to get the hell up out of Memphis. Because if he stay here,
Why you
something
got
bad
to
gonna happen to
there
him.
though? That's why
If
you
I'm-
send us to the whitest
I
towns
said
in
if I
America.
care
nigga.
about him, he needs to be removed from
Hey,
his
thank God
city.
he ain't go to. Thank God he ain't go to my Knicks, boy. Woo.
Ja would have showed up to the game in Tim's. Ja would have showed up at every game with Tim's.
And people wanted him to come to NOLA.
With the chopped cheese.
if I'm an NBA team, I'm picking up the phone. You trade Ja Morant, what you want for him? He 23. He's still young. He a great point guard. What you want for him? The sports world loves their projects, man. Especially when they're great. They love taking great folks that we know got problems and need to get them fixed and try to be the savior, man. Come on, look at Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown got so many chances because he's just so great at what he did.
I got a deep question. I got a deep question that I wanna present because I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like Shannon Sharp said it earlier today. He was like, you think about it. Yes, T. Morant is in Ja's life. Like he's at every game, courtside, all of this shit. Cool, whoop-de-wop, whatever. At what point, as a father, do you say, all right, son, enough is enough? Because from the day, and I want to broach it from this angle, from the day Ja Morant made it to the NBA, T. Morant was no longer the breadwinner of the household. Yes, Ja Morant still lives with his parents, but that's Ja Morant's money. Y'all got this car because of me. Y'all got this house because of me. Y'all do all of this shit because of me. So at what point as a parent do you stop being a friend and you give that dude some tough love? Because that's what need to happen right now from T. Morant.
Exactly.
I don't think it's that. Look, man, when you giving a 23-year-old kid a $200 million shoe deal, that'll go to anybody's head, you know. And this is what happened.
Except for LeBron.
Except for LeBron, yeah, he's the exception. Somebody in his camp is clearly giving him bad advice. Somebody in his inner circle is clearly giving him bad advice. I'm glad I was happy to see he like purged his social media. Like he don't have Twitter, Instagram, nothing. I'm happy about that. So that means he's listening. He gets it. Now,
yeah, because he got suspended.
Well, I mean, it's a step in the right direction, you know.
Yeah, you're right. And it needs to happen.
Know, it definitely needs to happen. He's still young, man, and now he's gonna be under a microscope every time he does anything. Unfortunately, people are gonna fuck with him. People are gonna be, tempting him to do bad things. So he's gonna have that support system around him, which with his father. His father's at every game, like you were saying, and I would tell him like, son, you got a great thing going on. You have little kids with your fat head with your fat head on the wall. They want to be just like you. And when you're doing stuff, when you're on Instagram with firearms, when you're, assaulting people allegedly, you're doing them a disservice because they look at you as a hero, even though you're young. That would resonate with hearing that from my father.
Right.
That would mean a lot.
Let me say this, because Ezra Adesanya said it best when he was on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson told him, you're a role model. And he said, I'm not. I don't think I am. Because he didn't ask to be a role model. Just because I have this talent and I'm in this position, you automatically say I'm a role model. No, I didn't ask for that shit. But from the flip side, I'm going to say this. Whether or not somebody call you a role model, that doesn't give you the license to be stupid or do dumb shit.
But don't being devil's advocate. Don't we do dumb shit when we young? Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
I ain't did this type of dumb shit.
As a nigga who did dumb shit,
I ain't did this type of dumb shit.
It's levels.
As a nigga that's 40, I'm gonna tell you the truth. As a nigga that's 40, that still do dumb shit. I definitely did dumb shit when I was 23 with guns and stupid shit. You see what I'm saying? But you do grow and you do learn from your mistakes.
Debo, did you grow up in the suburbs, Debo?
I grew up in Decatur. It was suburbs. But I mean, if you know Decatur, you know it could go from suburbs to hood nigga in two streets.
Quick, right?
Real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I was always hood. We grew up in a house and it was a suburb, but it was very hood adjacent. It literally was 2 streets over. I went to high school with hood niggas. I became a hood nigga, and this shit happens. I'm not gonna sit here and try to say I'm the hardest thug nigga out there, but like you do learn from situations you had, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I also know though is this: these young niggas these days don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't give a fuck about perception. They don't give a fuck about what you think about them. They don't care. The only thing they care about,
yes, sir, you are 100 on that one.
The only thing they care about is their money. So hopefully he sees that this could potentially fuck up his bag, and maybe he'll get it together. I think that's the only way you're gonna hurt a nigga like that, who young, got full of talent, who on a good team, and he out here making money hand over fist, is you got to hurt him in the pockets. That's the only thing that's gonna stop that.
Some sources on the internet was saying that some Nike execs had called him and talked to his camp. So I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, hey man, we just signed you a big, a life-changing money, and you flash, you flashing guns. Like, come on, bro, you 23 years old, you have so much potential. You have to be the face of the league. KD's old, LeBron's old. 4 or 5 years.
Watch him out, boy.
Okay, yeah. So LeBron gonna be playing when he's 45? No, I don't think so.
But hear me out now.
Like I was saying, like he's gonna.
There's a lot of hope because like we did have this conversation. Well, we didn't, but I mean, I can remember people on TV having a conversation about Kobe after those rape allegations. And niggas thought that was gonna fuck up his brand forever, and it didn't. It didn't because
did he get off? Or was
he didn't get off. They settled it. AKA, I paid a lot of money to shut your ass up. So,
okay. So there is hope for Deshaun Watson.
No, you talking about this? Deshaun Watson got off.
Deshaun Watson, bro.
He got off all right.
But I'm saying like this is sports people in general, athletes in general. We give them a little bit of grace, right? Especially when they're young. They come into a lot of money when they're young. I don't think he gonna still be doing the same dumbass shit when he's 25.
Right.
If he is, he gonna be out of the league. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, David Stern would have fucking got his ass the fuck up out of here. You hear me?
Absolutely.
He would have been sat down for 10 days.
That's a great point.
Hey, Stern. His last name wasn't Stern for nothing.
That nigga would have had that motherfucker on a 10-game suspension, evaluating this shit. They've been going through his social media feeds, all that shit.
I agree completely because he did the same thing he set an example for Gilbert Arenas. That idiot brought an unloaded gun to the arena, no pun intended, and fucked up his career. He was literally the best player, a top 3 player.
Yeah.
And he fucked it up all because he wanted to bring a gun, all because he wanted to listen to, be a gangster.
And that is why if Memphis is trying to trade Ja Morant, if I'm an NBA GM, I'm calling. Debo said it. When he turns 25, he's not gonna be acting like that.
Nope.
He just gonna be balling.
We hope
he gonna be balling.
But like Arenas he was what 28, 29 when he got messed up with them.
Yeah, he was older.
So I know you don't look at it as young, but that's still young, man. Like you technically, if you doing, life, regular life, right? You're just getting out of college. You just starting your first job.
Let me say this. Let me say this, because this when I see this with young black athletes, this shit irks my nerve, because you literally falling into what people think you gonna do. They know at some point you gonna fuck up and get to that point where you gonna start messing with guns or you gonna start messing with drugs. Him is guns. So why even put yourself in that situation? Why?
The weird thing is, it's like,
why do you want to be hard? Why do young black dudes feel like they need to be hard all the damn time? Like, if you from the hood and you want to be hard, I can kind of understand that. I'm not from the hood, so I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to, how they would feel. But if you're a suburban nigga and why do you want to be hood all of a sudden just because you millions of dollars?
Here's the thing. You are literally a product of your environment, which is weird for Ja because he didn't grow up in the hood. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing. That's the thing that's weird. If he was like, yeah, man, I grew up South Side Chicago, GBE, if he was like that, I'll be like, okay, he not bright, maybe he'll get it. But like Ja didn't grow up in that. So when I seen, he had, when he had assaulted that person or whatever, blah blah blah, I was like, dang, maybe he was just having allegedly, maybe he was just having a rough night. But no, like when I seen him on Instagram with that pistol, like, holding it like he about to slide on somebody, and you got $200 million shoe deal, like, dude. I mean, look, homie, I like playing GTA too, but I don't like acting that shit out, bro.
Bro, that's dumb, bro. Why would you go and mess up all the good stuff you got going on? You starting to trend as one of the best players in the league. You the best player on your team, obviously. You on a winning team. Why mess that up? You just got a shoe contract.
Because he young. My dad used to say this shit to me when I was younger. You young, dumb, and full of cum. And that's just what it is. When you young,
he might be fucking bored, man, or something.
but when you young, first off, I don't know how old y'all are, but I grew up with internet and technology and social media. I've seen it rise, and I've been here the whole time. And one thing I know about young folks is they can't be tried on social media. And when you get money like that, people do try you. People try me at my job every fucking day, and I don't make that much money. You see what I'm saying? And I do have the urge to snap back, like, motherfucker, you don't know who you fucking talking to. Because, like, in real life, you wouldn't talk to me the way you talking to me right now. And I understand that. We all have been a part of this internet culture where niggas be getting at you with the comments, like, who the fuck you talking to like that, my nigga? Like, pull up. And I get that.
Yeah.
But
Twitter thugs, keyboard warriors.
Exactly. You understand that. And if you really about that fucking action, you gonna be about that action anyway. I don't know if Josh truly about that action. I don't know if it just because he grew up in the suburbs don't mean he wasn't in the hood or around hood niggas or hood adjacent. I don't know. What I know is this: he is young. He doesn't know the influence he has. He doesn't know how much money he really has. Mm-hmm. Because when you don't really understand how much money is coming in and how much money can come in, like, the future is there. You're a future star. You finna get multiple contracts with money, doing all kinds of. Then he just signed a Powerade deal too. Like, he doesn't really understand how much money is coming in, and this is why he's doing the things that he's doing. Like Skip said, he got some bad people in his camp.
Yes.
And at some point, as a father, I'm a father. If I saw my son doing this, fucking up the bag for the family, just be selfish. Pull that nigga to the side and let that nigga know, listen, bro, I know you're a grown man. I know you out here, you paying for shit, but I'm gonna bust your ass if you fuck up this money for the fucking family.
Straight up.
Like, you gotta be smart about your shit. I'm not saying you can't be in hood shit, but you gotta be smart like Ghost, nigga, and not have that shit tied to your name, my nigga. And I mean, Ghost was sorry, he died.
I need Ja Morant to be Tyrese.
Did he really?
That's
Did
what
he
I need him
really?
to be. Tyreek St. Patrick. You dig? Learn
Look,
this
You
shit
gotta
and
be-
move around.
You gotta be
Yeah,
smart
and I just
with
want
the
to
fun
say
you
real.
having.
What you said, T?
I said, if you want to go out, you know, and have fun, being young and dumb and having fun, because as we know, young black dudes think guns are fun. You gotta have fun the right way, and that ain't the right way.
Nah,
That's gonna mess up your bag.
yeah, and at this point, like when you making this amount of money,
And
you
they not gonna
have
care about
such a huge following. You young kids look up to you. You inspire young kids. Young kids idolize you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you have to be mindful of all of that stuff. And I can't sit here and say, tell another grown man what to do with him, especially with his money and the things that he involves himself in. But like, if you a person of such of a professional stature, for lack of a better word, you got to be considerate of all of that. You have to have some firm people in your corner. You can't have no yes men. You need somebody that's gonna be straight up with you, like, hey, my nigga, look, you tripping, bro. You can't be out here doing this shit. You know,
One more
you
thing.
can't have people that's in your life just because it benefits them. You know, like I need you to love my job the same way I love it. You know, not only for what you love that I can do and bring for you. You know what I'm saying? If you my homie, you my day one partner, and you know how hard I work to achieve all that I achieve, don't be out here letting me be careless and that all up. You know what I'm saying? I expect you to be my partner and be like, hey, my nigga, chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You tripping.
Right. If
You know
dumb
what
shit
I'm
need to happen, let your homies handle the dumb
Mhm.
shit.
You know,
I
move
need
around.
somebody.
You the breadwinner. You the
need somebody in
breadwinner,
here.
dog. And like you need to protect the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you his homies and you depending on him,
Protect
keep that
the
man
bag at all
safe. Don't,
costs.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't let him make a fool of himself, embarrass himself out here for clicks, likes, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know that's not really how he get down. If y'all been with him all of this time, and y'all should be able to check him on his little facade or whatever this image that he's trying to portray. You know what I'm saying? If that's not him, check him and hold him accountable for being fake, man. You know?
Well said, bro. That is well said.
One thing,
you know what I'm saying?
I know y'all seen that TikTok of the dude sitting in the car with his homie telling him he dumb because he want to go shoot his baby mama new dude. That's the type of friend and type of person John need in his clique. The one that's gonna keep it 100, like you said, Chris. That's gonna tell you you're dumb if you're trying to play with guns and go out here and talk about wanting to kill somebody. That's the
Or
type
his daddy
of
just need to whoop his ass. His daddy just need to
That's
whoop his
it.
ass one time.
That's it.
Like nigga,
It's
you
that
fucking this
simple.
up. Like, stop fucking it up.
But again,
Hey, look,
he's a grown
T. Morant need to be Joe Jackson. That's what the fuck he need to do.
He need more Joe
Oh
Jackson.
God! Oh God! Hold on, man. We don't need nobody getting child abused, bro. Hold on.
Nah, it ain't child abuse when they over 18, my
When you a
boy.
grown ass man, that ain't child abuse. That's just me whooping your
It's
ass.
just an ass whipping. You know what I'm
And
saying?
again,
Let's go in the backyard. We got about 30 acres. Put them on. Let's go.
And to that, will Ja be receptive to that? Like, will he be receptive to?
Well, it is the life you want to live. Put them paws on you.
You know, he put out a statement. He seemed that he's holding himself accountable. We gonna see.
His camp put out a statement.
Yeah. His publicist put
agents,
that out.
his representatives.
His publicist. Yeah, his publicist. Because when that shit
look,
broke, I would have had a statement out.
Look, man. So great conversation tonight. Great podcast tonight. Debo, definitely thank you for being on, man. Can you tell the people where they can catch you, my boy?
I mean, you can catch me on Twitter at __ Big Debo ATL. You can follow my podcast, My Black Friend, on Black Friend Show on Twitter. You can find it on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. I don't mind Debo Escobar. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a killer nigga. See, I'm not
Please
like
follow him.
Bruh.
I done did things. You feel me? But,
Please, hey, for the viewers and the listeners, please give that brother a follow. For your entertainment purposes, please.
All
You can find me
entertainment, follow Big Debo.
Listen, follow me anywhere. The podcast, you can find it on all social medias. You know, we finna have our 300th episode in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be a 5-parter, nigga. Come fuck with us. It's me and a white guy. We talk about shit. You know, this is what we do. So just come fuck with me. You know.
Wait, Debo, real quick, who's your guest?
Who on the podcast?
No,
everybody.
No. What you just said? Who's your guest?
Oh, my guest host. He's a white guy. He's a white guy. That's all you need to know. He white. He the whitest guy. I love it. He got a 401k. That nigga got a nice house and shit. You know, he has adventures in white people land, and we talk about it. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
I teach him real nigga shit. He teach me white people shit. He teach me about paying taxes and shit. It's that type of shit, you know.
I love it. Hey, John Morant need a white guy in his life. That's what John Morant
do need a white guy in his life. You're right about that.
Hey, John Morant need a real white guy, not that white guy Whitney Houston had as her agent, because that nigga knew she was snorting that shit. All right. So, all right, look.
Hey, to the people listening, everybody need a real white friend in their life. For black people, you need a real white friend, and for white people, you need a real black friend.
Straight up. You not a John Morant friend. You just need a black
friend.
You
need a white man that's gonna come and bail your ass out or give you light bill money. If you short, you know what I'm saying? $100 for gas. They don't even be asking for it back in 2 weeks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of.
Nah, they just pull out their wallet and give it to you.
You need $100 here, buddy.
Hey, look, hey, I gotta put a stop to this, guys. Man, thank y'all for being on the show. Skip Drayless, thank you for joining us tonight, man. Hopefully, we can have you on more and make you a regular. Appreciate you hopping on. He had to drop off early. He's gonna take care of his daughter, man. So look,
the GOAT Skip Drayless.
Typical light skin shit, dropping off early before the rest of the niggers is finished. I swear to God.
Hey, I'm turning this shit off. Hey, look, we are out of here. We are out.
Bro,